What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Do you all remember the Infamous series from Sucker Punch Productions? Back in 2009, Infamous introduced us to Cole McGrath, followed by Infamous 2 in 2011, and then Infamous Second Son launched on the PS4 in 2014. Well now, after more than a decade, it looks like Infamous could finally be making a comeback. According to new reports from VGC's Jordan Midler during a recent podcast discussion, PlayStation may currently have a brand new Infamous project in development. But here's the interesting part: the game reportedly would not be developed by Sucker Punch Productions, the original studio behind the franchise. Instead, Sony could be handing the IP over to a third-party developer. And honestly, this lines up with recent reports saying that PlayStation wants to revive some of its older classic franchises that have been dormant for years. We're talking about franchises like Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, and even Killzone potentially returning in the future. Now for those who never played the original Infamous games, the series followed Cole McGrath, a normal guy who suddenly gains incredible electric powers after a massive explosion devastates Empire City. One of the biggest features of the series was the karma system. You could either choose the path of good or evil, and every decision you made affected the world around you, your powers, and even the ending of the game itself. Cole starred in the first two games, but depending on which ending you chose in Infamous 2, his story could end very differently. Then in 2014, Infamous Second Son released on the PS4 and introduced a brand new protagonist, Delsin Rowe, who had the ability to absorb and use different powers while exploring Seattle. And just like the previous games, your choices determined whether Delsin became a hero or a villain. Now the big question is, what exactly is this new Infamous project? Could this be a full remake of the original Infamous games for PS5? Because honestly, that would make a lot of sense. Imagine the first Infamous rebuilt with modern graphics, ray tracing, upgraded destruction physics, smoother traversal, and brand new gameplay mechanics using the power of the PS5, or maybe even the PS6. A remake could also introduce the franchise to an entirely new generation of gamers who never got the chance to play the originals on the PS3. But there's also the possibility that Sony could continue where Second Son left off. Maybe Delsin Rowe returns in a brand new city with new powers and new enemies. Or maybe Sony completely reboots the franchise with a totally new main character, a new location, and an entirely fresh storyline while keeping the karma system that made the series so unique. Personally, I think Infamous still has huge potential today because superhero games are more popular now than ever before. But unlike most superhero games, Infamous lets you decide what kind of hero, or villain, you want to become. That choice system made the series stand out from almost every other superhero game on the market. And honestly, if Sony really is bringing back old PlayStation franchises, I'd also love to see a new Killzone game return someday too. Killzone was one of PlayStation's biggest FPS franchises during the PS3 era, and with the right developer, Sony could absolutely bring it back with modern graphics, a darker storyline, and massive online battles. But overall, what do you all think? Are you excited about a possible new Infamous game? Would you rather see a remake of the original games, a continuation of Second Son, or a completely brand new entry in the franchise? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future gaming news videos. We've now reached 20 subscribers, so thank you all so much for the support, and let's keep growing the channel. Until next time everybody, later.